similar to the Thriller in Manila. Honeys call me bigger, the condom filler. Whether it's stiff tongue or stiff dick, Biggie squeeze it to make shit fit. Now check this shit, I got the pack of Rough Riders in the back of the Pathfinder. You know the epilogue by James Todd Smith. I get swift with the lyrical gift. Hit you with the dick, make your kidney shift. Here we go, but I'm not domino. I got the funk flow to make your drawers drop slow. So recognize the dick size in these Coincatch jeans. I wear 13s, know what I mean? I fuck around and hit you with the Hennessy dick. Mess around and go blind, don't get to see shit. The next batter, here to shatter your blatter, it doesn't matter. Skinny or fat or light skinned or black, baby, I drop these. Beneath with my me, screaming, I poppy. I love it when they call me Big Pop, but I only smoke blunts if they roll prop. But look, I got ya caught up with the drunk flow. Fuck taekwondo, I told a fofo. For niggas getting mad cause they bitch chose me. A big black motherfucker with G. You see, all I do is separate the game from the truth. Big bang boots from the Bronx to Bolivia. Getting physical like Olivia Newt. Tricks up my click dick all day with no trivia. So give me a hoe, a bankroll and a bag of weed. I'm guaranteed to fuck until I nosebleed. Even if the new man's a certified Mac, you get that H-Town in ya. You want that old thing back? B-I-double-G-I-E with some new R-U-L-E. Notorious, known for bustin' in your E-Y-E. Baby, baby, bitches know they love to hate me. How come you come, we're coming back, so maybe. How close we came to coming together is crazy. How come you witnesses make similar faces? When y'all coming, y'all be crying like I'm killing y'all bitches. I know there's a bigger picture than the camera rolling. Cause I don't think y'all be knowing how this shit's unfolding. Back shots to the rear, got the Mac unloading. Gotta reload like every so often. Saying I got my swagger back, I'm looking like bitch. My swagger never left. Don't be so hard pressed to be impressed by these new rappers. They actors and the fact is, you want that old thing back. Like Scarface and Bushwick, Willie D, having nightmares of girls killing me. She mad because what we had didn't last. I'm glad because her cousin let me hit the ass. Fuck the past, let it dwell on the 500 SL, the E and J and ginger ale. The way my pockets swell to the rim with Benjamins. Another hund's in the crib, please send it in. I fuck non-stop, lick my lips a lot. Used to lick the clips a lot, but licking clips have to stop. Cause y'all don't know how to act when the tongue go down below. Peep the funk flow, really go. I got the cleanest, meanest penis. You never seen this, stroke of genius. So take off your Tim boots and your bodysuit. I mean the spandex, and hit my man next. Sex get rougher when they come to the nut buster. Pussy crusher, black nasty motherfucker. I don't chase them, I replace them. And if I'm caressing them, I'm undressing them. Fuck what you heard, who's the best in New York? Fulfilling fantasies without that nigga Mr. Raw. Or tattoo, I got you wrapped around my dick. And when I'm done, I got the split shit.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Super exciting day in the market. First things first, for anyone that's new here, I live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday around this time between about 3 to 5 p.m., but it's usually about a half hour to an hour long. With that said, if you guys want to support at all for any of the calls, I've gotten a couple DMs saying like, hey man, how can I support? You've helped me so much. I didn't capitulate. I got long when I was supposed to. All I ask is I use Coincatch or Bicket to trade with. You can get 15% off fees if you use my link in the description. It's probably also in the chat. With that said, guys, we pretty much called this to a T. Seeing the inverted head and shoulders kind of running down the line. And, fast forward to really now. I'm just going to open up the daily and start today with Bitcoin. This is huge. This confirmation is huge. Generally, we see a 50 to 100% move upwards when this pattern confirms. I'm super excited. Where is 100% from here? You're talking 120,000. I mean, for everybody that got extremely bearish during this range, and granted, we haven't broken highs, so we can't claim to fame yet, but the confirmation is a gigantic signal. I mean, I'm like 99.99% confident we're breaking highs and heading upwards. Now, if we completely nuke and retrace this entire move, then it gets ugly. But I just don't see it happening. With CPI being bullish, with the pattern being there, with the confirmation there, with volume now, I don't see how you could possibly be bearish for any of this. A few things. One, we always talked about the weekly. We brought up the weekly. We talked about the bullish price action, price moving down, volume moving down. We talked about the bullish divergences. So if you're here watching this live stream and you're wondering, like, why are we pumping? Why are we doing, why is the market moving upwards? I mean, it's all right in front of you. The weekly and the daily were the two easiest signs in the world, right? Now, I will give you this. The daily head and shoulder, that right-handed shoulder had a little bit of weirdness to it. Regardless, it's there. It is confirming. As long as we stay above the neckline, it's confirming. Now, if you're not long, it's not too late for you. Now, some of us did get long down here on the right-handed shoulder. Some of us got long on the diagonal break. Either way, it's not over, right? You're talking about being overbought. And by the way, I know everyone here is going to be bullish. I know everyone here, especially myself, is very excited. Don't buy here. You are not. I mean, depending on your risk tolerance, this is a terrible area to buy if you're a trader. And why is that? We're at a point with 1 hour RSI that has been a historical ticker for retrace. Even in the heat of our uptrends, this 88, 89 level is generally where we start to see a pullback. And a pullback could be from 50. Our last pullback, we went all the way up to 88. We went from 57, and we'll zoom in here. We went from 57, right, all the way down to 55. That's about almost a 3% retrace. Now, we did start to consolidate upwards and break further. But then again, we see another, we get to 86 and we retraced 8%. Now, I know a lot of you are going to see that and like, oh, well, it could be 2, it could be 8. Let me give you another example. Here we pumped to 44 and dumped all the way down to, we pumped to 44.8, 44.4. Okay, that's not a good example. Or is it? 44.7, 44.4. That's only a % drop. Oh, well, more upwards consolidation nonetheless. Let's see if there's anything else where we hit about that 80. Oh, that's only 81 RSI. That's why. Let's see this 86 RSI. I mean, here another big retrace. To be honest, we did this significantly because the daily had divergences. But, you're looking at a 5% retrace realistically. If I was a betting man, which I guess in some ways I am as a trader, I would bet maybe we go up a little bit higher. Maybe we go slightly sideways, but I bet we go down 2%. Why? Because we'd be retesting this neckline confirmation. 2% would put us right at the bottom of support, 64.5. So if you're looking for longs because you fell for a bearish narrative that was never there and never existed in the first place, and you were unable to get long, or, if you just are new to trading and you don't understand it, I would expect, maybe slightly higher. And just because our lower time frames are overbought does not mean we can't continue. That's certainly we can continue. But at some point, I would expect a retest and higher. Even if we get to like 68K. And this is what I've been telling some of the people in my kind of private group, I guess. Like, hey guys, if you didn't get in at 61 or you didn't get in at 64.4 with us, this is the next best thing for you, right? A breakout retest. And why would we retest? Sure, the daily doesn't need it. But the 4 hour, approaching 77 RSI. The 2 hour, 81 RSI, and now the 1 hour at a historical 88, right? Historically, when we hit 88, we usually see a 2% retrace, at least 62.2 down to 61.2. What is that? About a 2%, almost a 2%. Nothing's ever perfect, but I would expect a retest. If we get a swift red candle down, be prepared to buy. I'm telling you right now, be prepared to buy. The other thing, I know I'm opening today with Bitcoin. We've got more kind of signals of likely a retrace happening soon, is now you're forming bearish divergences between highs. So look, either we get the pullback or we get some consolidation. Either way, there's going to be an opportunity for you to buy. Where I'd look to buy is anywhere in here. I mean, to be precise, anywhere in here. Now I'd try to buy like sub the middle point of this, 64.750. Seemed to be some consolidation there. But regardless, that's where I'd look to buy if I was going to try and attempt another long. This is huge. So, EM, you missed me. I was here Monday. Where were you? Roman the Rainmaker, what's up? What's up, Dorian? Happy Wednesday. Derek Kong, what's up? 66K, what's up, yes, sir? I'm the GOAT. Nah, just call it as it is, man. But again, what I don't get is all the false bearish narrative. I don't understand it. Now, look, if CPI came in and it was like a black swan, like we went up like 2 or 3% in inflation, then you got me. But the chart had nothing bearish on it. Nothing on this weekly is bearish. MACD crossing once is not bearish. Okay, bullish divergences, bullish price action, bull flag. Like, come on. A MACD cross is not an initiation of a trend reversal. I got to check Ondo for real. I'll look at it. What's amazing is the lack of participation in today's stream and on Twitter, because I'm the only one that I know that fully called the inverted head and shoulders. And I'm not asking for, a ton of recognition, but I am shocked that there's not a lot of people on Twitter, but I guess a lot of people were bearish. So that makes sense. Let's take a look at S&P Dow, all the fun stuff. So I do have some concerns with equities. Yes, we made a new high, but unless we go higher, we're making divergence. So like if next week is red, you're making divergence, which, would likely cause this to consolidate further. One divergence isn't going to be or signal trend exhaustion, but it's not the best thing for us moving forward. It really means that we're making divergences. We probably need to consolidate longer, or it could mean exhaustion. Where did Mr. Bloodbath go? I don't know, man. If I was him, I'd be. I'm not him though, so I don't know where I'd be. I don't know how you look at a daily and a weekly chart and you just. I don't know. There's lots of people that say RSI is a stupid indicator, like a beginner indicator, or like patterns aren't worth a damn. Like, well, the two biggest things on this chart that indicated a reversal was bullish RSI on the weekly and a reversal pattern. So I don't know, man. Everyone has their own trading system, but if my indicators are very easy to read and obvious and anyone can use them, and that person misses this trade, what does that say about their trading system versus mine? I don't know. But yeah, I just have a little bit of concern for the SPX. We're likely making divergence. Now, if we just zoom, which we did get a positive CPI today, it's very possible we just continue higher. I don't want to rule that possibility out. It's just a concern that we're going to keep in the back of our mind because we don't want to be caught off guard. Bitcoin breaks 80K and everyone will come. They'll be late when that happens. We won't. Yeah, we haven't been late at all. I bought most of my Bitcoin at like 17,000. What's up? I know 4-star strike. I know who you are on Twitter. I just got to remember. Hold on, because I know you DM me. Hold up. Dude, you guys always have like these different like online nicknames, I guess. And do as you want, but it's like I'm like, man, like I always like forget. Isn't it Darth Riddler? Yeah, pretty sure that's it. Yeah. I know exactly who you are. You're the guy that I talked guns with. Speaking of the Barrett, let me see if I can show you guys this. Fuck it, I'll show you guys. I don't care. If we got any anti-gun people, you might as well run away. Pull up this video. So this was the let's pull this up. So this is an M16. And then this was the Barrett. So I've never shot a Barrett before, so one of the SWAT guys was like running me through it, where to put my face, where to...
Yeah, Danny, you'll be good. It's like less than a 12 gauge.
Is that because of the muzzle brake?
And the internal recoil system. There's two big-ass springs that run basically the whole front of the handguard.
Dude, this thing's so cool. If you guys ever get a chance to shoot a 50 cal, definitely take advantage of it. Definitely don't stand parallel with the guy shooting because it'll blow you back. Like a concussion force is crazy. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Whoops. Pretty cool stuff. Did my ear survive? So you have like, I have like noise canceling headphones. Buddy, no invite? Dude, I was down south, man. Oh, look at this. We're above 66 now. Awesome. Anyways, let's keep going on. So DXY, we're now losing support. What a surprise. All the bears... Actually, no, my line got moved. So we have not lost support yet. Actually, have we? No, we haven't lost support yet. Lower lows, though. I mean, we're at the bottom of support. I would expect it to be lost with CPI being the way it is. What are my thoughts about the future? Can you predict when things will happen? I mean, you can use indicators to forecast whether trend is exhausted, continuing, or reversing. And just to pull up Bitcoin real quick, there was nothing on this chart that said reversal. So let me give you this. So in 2021, when we went from, I guess, 10 to 40K, this signals trend continuation. There's no divergences. There's no bearish price action. Nothing wrong with MACD. Then we started moving from 40 up to 60. And now you're seeing those divergences. You're seeing that bearish price action. You also had an ascending wedge with, on the daily, check this out, with a head and shoulders on the daily. So, you know, if there are trend reversal signals, it's time to get out. You could have gotten out here. You could have, you know, maybe you didn't sell there because you're a crazy motherfucker. You know, you could have sold here. You could have sold anywhere in here, seeing all these divergences on the daily. Could have sold anywhere knowing that we had bearish price action all the way up to 65,000. I mean, there were, and I'm going to put this in relative terms, there were thousands of reasons to sell here. Retail being completely into the market, everyone bullish, everyone claiming we're going to go to 500K, thousands and thousands of reasons to sell there. Especially, you know, if you are someone like me who bought between 3 and 6K, so let's go 4,800, you're up 11x. It's time to take profits. Right? I mean, when do you say enough is enough? So let's fast forward to now. Current trend, just so everyone and anyone that's new here, we bought in here. And if you need the proof, it's on Twitter, right? All that proof's there. Anyone in here that's well versed and experienced will tell you I was very, very public about my buying, what I was buying. I even wrote down the list when I was buying. But anyways, let's open up the weekly again. And let's look at the current trend. So we have been in an uptrend for quite a while. Excellent, right? Nothing wrong with this. Now let's look at our other indicators. So a couple things. One, we have no bearish divergences, right? We actually have created bullish divergences between our last two lows. On top of that, yes, MACD is crossed, but you do not have divergences in momentum. MACD crossing is, one, not necessarily a bearish thing either. We actually had a cross here at the literal, well, I'd say close to the bottom before moving upwards. Yes, it took some time to generate that forward momentum, but it did happen. On top of that, if you zoom in on price action on the weekly, okay, so just so any of you guys know, I guess I'll leave it like this. So you guys know, volume going down as price is going down, knowing that volume was going up as price was moving up, this is bullish price action. So you have bullish divergences, bullish price action, bullish momentum. I wouldn't say like divergences here, but bullish momentum. Everything is screaming we're going higher. Not to mention, we're in a bull flag, right? This bullshit notion that all of these bearish people provided because Bitcoin wasn't going up when they wanted it to because they're the most impatient motherfuckers on the planet. Here's the thing, guys. And I want you to know this. This is the easiest way to tell. I mean, amongst RSI and MACD, if we're correcting. All right, look what we did. We moved almost 100% up from our last low. 100%. Let's see how long. I think it was like 8 weeks. 7 weeks, 100%. That is over 10% gains every week. To a financial person, you're lucky if you get 10% a year. 10% a week is disgustingly huge. Okay, so we go up 100%. Then, right, we go down 23%. Would you not in the back of your mind say, hey, we just went up 100%. We should probably correct some. We should probably see some downside so we can continue upwards. Also, RSI is at the third highest historical level in Bitcoin's history. I mean, these are things that are not hard to understand, right? You're looking at a trend. We moved 100%. And then everyone goes, oh, bull market's over. We're not doing shit. We're, you know, like, what the fuck are you talking about? We just pumped 100%. We need a cool-off period. We need to bring some of these indicators back to the mean so we can continue upwards. You can't just go up in a straight line forever. And those people that think we do, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Because there were 4 times in 2021, maybe even 5 if you count the move to 12K, right? Where we moved down 20%, right? Another 20%, and another 32%. And another 27% before topping. Corrections are needed to continue higher. Even at 69K, you have another bear. Where's the bearish divergence? I don't see one. Nobody can predict nothing, bro. Okay. Oh, predict is in like you know what's going to happen next. Yes, I would agree with you there. Use risk management and play the potential or play the system. Play your system. What is your RSI indicator on TradingView? It's literally called RSI. Trading is psychology. People see things going down and they get crazy and emotional. If you have a game plan, stick to it. I mean, that's the one thing I've learned from trading for the last almost decade now is ignore what everyone's saying, ignore news, ignore literally fucking everyone but yourself. And maybe a couple other people that you trust, right? I'm not perfect all the time. I won't lie to you guys. I fucked up on this move. Not the whole thing. I capitalized on some. I did make, my $30,000 to $40,000 on that move upwards. But I would have made $200,000 had I played it correctly. I missed out on probably this, and that sucked. But I'll admit that, right? I thought that with the ETF was here, or the announcement was here. I thought maybe we'd do something like this. Ultimately, I knew we were going up. I did not sold any of my spot position, but I figured, hey, we're probably going to get that head and shoulders on the daily because you can clearly see it on the daily. I thought we'd get that nice head and shoulders there. Bang, bang, bang. Head lower to like 36 and then push up from there. Because usually when you see anything news related, it's buy the rumor, sell the news. Well, the news came out. Figure we dump. Well, we didn't. And that's kind of where I missed out on. But again, I had all that spot. So technically I didn't miss out on anything. But trading wise, I did. And I will admit that. But for this move, I didn't see anything bearish. Yes. Looking at it, I can see why people would get scared, right? It's a big range. There's a lot of red. But once we get to here, and one of the most notable patterns in trading starts standing out with a clear neckline, with 1 week bullish divergences, with all of what's going on, it's time to think deep and say, hey, why are people being bearish if there's nothing bearish on the chart? There's literally nothing bearish on this chart at all. Zero. Even with the weekly. Now, I'll give it to you on this. Like on a 1 hour, we're overextended. We're probably going to have a pullback here soon. But, even at 69K, you have another. Oh, you meant last cycle. Sorry, I thought you meant this cycle. Yes, 100%. I mean, you have the big divergences on the weekly, right? With the higher high or equal highs. You had that, but you also had absolutely no volume pushing this up. I thought a lot of that was orchestrated by FTX because technically this was alt season, and I thought that Bitcoin would just kind of do this and head lower. So I actually bought down here and sold down here, or sold up here again, not thinking we'd go higher. We went higher. Sucks to be me, but I still, capitalized on a little bit of it. So it could have been worse. So, all right, let's go through a couple other charts, and then I will take any questions, I guess. So total, again. And I want you guys to, I'm only going to look at the weekly just to give you guys, this kind of example again. Bullish divergences. All over all three total charts. Bullish divergences. Bullish divergences. Tether dominance. You have bearish divergences with a breakdown and retest. Right? There's so many people that are just blindly ignoring what's on the chart. And they're saying, oh, we're going to dump because cheese went up 2 times in value. Like, okay, you know what? Maybe you have a point, but are you a trader or are you like a fundamental macro economist? Like, because as a trader, every single chart has confluence. The XY, all of our equities. And not to mention equities, while Bitcoin was having its kind of downward movement for the last 12 weeks, guys, SPX went up 30% in 3 months. Or 6 months, excuse me. That is a historical gain. Like, that is the most the S&P has ever gone up in a 6-month time period or a half a year time period. These couple red weeks were needed to continue higher. I keep saying it over and over again. Corrections are needed to continue higher, especially when you're as overextended as you are. Coincatch has KYC? I don't believe so. No, not yet. Yeah, any of you guys that are American especially or Canadian, you can use Coincatch. They have pretty much every pair. and they're small enough where I don't think they'll KYC for another year. If I get word that they're going to KYC, I'll tell all of you. But that's the one thing, guys. I always have your back. I'm not going to screw you over. It's not who I am. It's not what I do. But yeah, Coincatch does not have. Now that I think, yeah, they don't have KYC because I'm not KYC'd. I think guys to that and X to get clout. Probably. Just from a prediction, what would you say would be a good time to sell cryptos whenever I see trend exhaustion? Like, I'll be real with you from a mathematical standpoint. Say we go to 120K. What is this? That's our first divergence. I would argue from 120K, we probably dump down to like 90. Maybe one more high. It's 3 levels of divergence. I mean, you could sell anywhere in here. That would be my prediction. Now, granted, it depends if alts have moved, but I would assume alts would begin moving here, like significantly moving. Now, I know this is 25, 26. I don't think it's going to, our bull market's not going to be several years long, guys. I'm just giving you, I have to draw it spaced out so it, you know, I'm a terrible artist, so don't pay attention to the timestamps. Just look at the drawing. That's what I would expect. Still going with 120K? Yes, because a measured move with an inverted head and shoulders, especially if you do just simple calculations of RSI. Let's say our RSI makes a bearish divergence. The last time we were this low at 66, we went up 100%. You know, we're at 63. If we go to 83 versus 89, I mean, probably 80, 90%. I would assume it takes us anywhere in here, right? In the 100 to 120K level. I mean, something like that. Create that divergence. Get another big pullback. Alt season begins here. Another high, right? Divergence. Alt season still going. And then the rest of the market crashes, likely with the stock market. What I'm watching as well is who's going to fuck this up for you. Really, the only person that's going to fuck this up is you. In 2021, we had not only the most distributive signals on the chart, but you had incredible gains. I mean, at some point, you have to look at your portfolio and say, holy shit, I've 10x'd my portfolio in 2 years. 10x is a lot of, I would say, percentage gains. I wouldn't say necessarily a lot of money. It depends how much money you have. But if I were to 10x my portfolio tomorrow, I don't give a rat's ass of what's on this chart. I'm selling everything. I mean, granted, I'm talking in multiple millions of dollars at that point. And it really just depends on who you are. But if this starts to happen, I'm selling. Like, let's talk about a realistic reason, right? Okay, we're gonna be super realistic. Let's say we get all the way to here, pull back, another high, something like this, right? I would probably be selling anywhere in here. And whatever happens after that, I don't give a shit. Because a couple things. One, we do have the divergences there. Two, my average is like 17.5 to 18, 19K-ish. Just for shits and giggles, we'll say 18.5. You know, if I sell upwards of that, I make a 5x on my Bitcoin trade, which I would assume I make around a 10 to 15x on any alts. You know, with Ethereum, Tau, Link, whatever it might be. Like on Link, I'm up 4x still. Like I'm expecting a 20x from Link. I'm currently 90% in stable coins. Am I going to get another chance to buy altcoins cheaper? Look, I don't mean to be rude, but for like the last 2 months, I've been saying to buy alts or buy Bitcoin or buy something. Like literally just buy. It doesn't matter. I mean, you can still buy some of these alts. There's some that, you know, honestly haven't moved that much. I mean, you could buy Tau. Tau's literally retesting and regaining support at the moment. You could buy CRV. It's literally at its market low. You could buy Filecoin. I believe it's at its market low with bullish divergences. You could buy fucking Digibyte. It's still ranging. I mean, a lot of these alts haven't done anything, but it's kind of up to you to take that chance. You could have started buying 2 months ago, though. And, yeah, I'm not trying to be rude, but I can't help. I can't take a horse. I can take a horse to water, but I can't make it drink, bro. Like, I've been saying it for months to buy, that this is just a correction. And if you capitulated, maybe you didn't know that I exist. Maybe maybe you did and you didn't believe it. I don't know what to tell you. I think at some point you have to look and do your own work. And if you're a seasoned trader at all, you would look at this trend and say, wow, that is still very bullish. The day things go up again, you start asking when you can buy it cheaper. Yeah, I know. It is pretty comical. T-Gen has hope. I hope it does well. I hope it does well. Let's look at, just for anyone that's new coming to the stream, we first opened up the stream with we've called the inverted head and shoulders, and if you're trying to panic buy right now, please do not do that. Right? I'm just going to run this through because we just had a bunch of people join. Just run this through real quick. Guys, we're at a historical overbought on 1 hour RSI. I would, at minimum, expect this. Right? We'll leave this on the chart. We can reference it. Guys, my chart is in my Discord. I'm pretty sure you can open it up whenever you'd like. But regardless, you're talking about a almost 3% fall. That would likely take RSI back to here. Maybe we do that. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a magician or a genie or whatever the fuck. But I do know that we're historically overbought. And every time we hit this, 86 to 89-ish level, we see a retracement. So I'm expecting some type of retracement before we continue higher. And honestly, guys, that would be a breakout. And if it happens tomorrow, which I'd assume it happens tomorrow, breakout, retest, continuation all day, every day. Every lower time frame chart is extremely overextended. Thanks for all being real. You're the GOAT. Anytime, dude. I'm just here to help. I'll be real with you. I've been in your shoes before. I started trading crypto in late 2016. I got burned in 2017 listening to all the influencers, and even in 2020, I still made really good money, but kind of got burned a little bit because I still, was, I wouldn't say like young into trading. Like I've been trading for a while, but I kind of bought some of that narrative that we're going higher. And after selling at 53K, like I bought again at 57, ended up, selling again at like 53. So lost some money, but it wasn't horribly a lot, and that's attributed to a lot of my risk management. But anyways, I do this because there's so much misinformation out there, and there's so much in all actuality, there's so much bullshit in the trading space, not just with crypto but with stocks too. Like there's so many people that have no fucking clue what they're doing, and I have always made it my mission to provide an unbiased opinion that is specifically based on charts, and I do not get emotional about it. Like today, I'm kind of hyped up. My call came into actuality, but my head's still on a swivel. Like it's not time to get emotional. And as soon as you do get emotional, you just exit the trade. What are my thoughts on the EMA indicator? I don't really use it. I don't really use moving averages. They're not. I mean, look, there's some truths to moving averages being good, but in all actuality, I'm not a big fan. And if you look at it, like we should retest the 20 at least, but that has a lot to do with overbought. So, maybe we can leave it up there and see if it fully retests the 20. 20 is my yellow, by the way. 20, 50, 200. The fact that you contribute positively to the space makes other people join and invest. So it's very good with what you're doing. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've had, and I said this at the beginning of the stream, but if any of you guys, I know I'm literally just got a DM. It's like, hey man, like thanks so much. How can I support you? Just trade with Coincatch. You get 15% off fees. I always try to provide an incentive for you guys, and anyone that's in my Discord, and I have a free portion of the Discord and I have a paid portion of the Discord. The free portion, I still pop in and you can at me at any time if you have any questions. Like, I'm all for it. I love what I do. But if there's anything going on with anyone I'm partnered with, I fucking let you know. Like with Mexi, I let you guys know. With BingX, I let you guys know. I'm like, hey, this is sketchy. I'm out. And then what did BingX do? They KYC'd and they've locked away everyone's funds. Not everybody's. I think you can get them back. It's just an extra process and no one wants to deal with that. So, yeah, let's keep looking at some other stuff. So, Bitcoin dominance. This is interesting. Bitcoin dominance starting to pull back on the 1 hour. Probably because it's overbought. I still have this. Excuse me. I still have this. I think we're approaching exhaustion. You know, I'm more than happy to be wrong. If Bitcoin wants to continue pumping all the way to $500,000, it doesn't bother me. But I will say I am expecting some kind of alt moment in the summer with some of these altcoins, not all of them. But with that said, it's not going to be alt season. We probably won't get alt season until October, November of 2024, maybe January of 2025. Discord is awesome. Join in case you didn't. Yeah, it's awesome. Just make sure you go hit the rules and hit the fucking check mark, because I get DMs all the time. It's like, nothing's unlocked in your Discord. And it's like, dude, yes, it is. Just read the directions. I literally spent 20 minutes writing directions for people to not read them. Can I please check Bitcoin? Well, we're on Bitcoin dominance now. I can look at others. I don't know how I feel about like the whole others chart idea though. I think Bitcoin dominance gives you a much better reading personally. Cause like, how do you call this alt season in 2021? I mean, the one thing you guys do notice is others is going up and Bitcoin dominance is going down. I much prefer Bitcoin dominance to the others chart and some of those other, I guess, quote unquote dominance readings. Just because it's cleaner, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I like at least. Speaking of, man, a lot of these alts just look ready to absolutely moon. And one of them's Tau, dude. Like, Tau is almost is at a historical low in RSI. I mean, the last time we were this low, we were at $49 and went all the way to $800. Like, I'm not trying to be that guy, but if we got a 1,200% move from here, just take lows. And obviously it's going to go higher than 2,000. This is going to be a pain in the ass. I mean, a 1,200% move puts us at 5K. That's kind of reasonable. I mean, that would have the same market cap as ADA during the bull market. And ADA's a dog shit coin. Anything that could mess up liquidity cycle with Bitcoin, Ethereum to alts? Not really. I think we're just following the same cycle we've always followed. It's just people are getting so wrapped up in one narrative that a lot of you guys that are new, if someone's telling you that it's not alt season and they're like, oh, alts are never going to do anything. Like, one, yes, they're correct that it's not alt season right now, right? You're absolutely right. But saying that alts aren't ever going to do anything, are you stupid? We didn't start alt season really until here. And just to prove this, let's do this. And let's do, where is this? Okay, well, we'll just move it and then add it back. That's annoying. So, one, I mean, you can clearly see, like, Bitcoin breaks highs here. Bitcoin breaks 20K, runs all the way to 40K, right? Bitcoin dominance goes up with it. Bitcoin corrects from 40 to 30 or 28 here. I know the price gauge. Oh, look, the price gauges are here. Oh, it is. Awesome. Corrects like 28 to 30K. That's wrong. This did correct to 30K. I guess I have to open it not as a line. But anyways, corrects all the way down. Look at dominance. Dominance literally peaks as Bitcoin peaked at 40K. And dominance starts immediately nuking. And this was the trigger to alt season. Or at least ETH season. ETH started going crazy during this movement. And now you can see it here. Now we have not had that liquidity shift yet. If Bitcoin goes to, let's say, 120K. Oh, it's going to be complicated, isn't it? Oh, I hate when this happens. Let's say Bitcoin goes to 120K. I know it's, we're not going to get what we want, but we're going to say this is 120K. Okay, and then it nukes. What if this does this? It nukes as soon as we top. Right? The bottom here, that would be alt season. Alt season happens, and some of you that are, I'm getting there. I'm about to hit the point. Alt season happens when there's a liquidity shift. When profits are taken from Bitcoin and rotated into alts. Where did that happen? Profits, and you guys are like, oh, well, we just moved from 20 to 40K. No, we moved from 3K to 40K. Right? All of those profits started getting rotated into altcoins. From all of these buys down here, from a lot of these buys here, all of it got rotated. And that's what starts alt season. It's not retail. It's not some institution just comes in and starts buying alts. Alt season is a direct result of money flowing from Bitcoin into altcoins. And if you don't understand that or you doubt it, look at all of Bitcoin's history. Bitcoin goes, then Ethereum goes, then large cap alts, then shitcoins. That's how it's always been and will always be. What would you say that alt season is coming back, or where in the charts? So I just kind of went over that. I have a huge bag of ETH and some other alts. I just want the dominance to go there. So what really would confirm it for me, again, and I just kind of went over this, is if dominance, let's say, goes up with Bitcoin here. So let's say Bitcoin goes up too. This is Bitcoin. And then let's say Bitcoin corrects. If Bitcoin corrects and dominance corrects as well, alt season. That's what triggers alt season. That means that all these profits were rotated into alts. That's how you know. We haven't had that yet. So anyone that's like, oh, we already had alt season. Where is alt season? Anywhere on this chart. Okay. This is what alt season looks like. This is what somewhat of an alt season looks like. This is what an alt season looks like. And we will never get an alt season like 2017. Ever. So, it's all there. That's what I'd look for, at least. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. Like, I have a huge alt bag, and I'm more than happy to start alt season whenever. But the more Bitcoin goes up, like the higher, let's say we go to 120K or 180K or 250K, whatever the fucking top is, whatever that profit is that starts rotating into alts, it's going to be ridiculous. It would drop. So alts and Bitcoin would drop, but alts would drop less and recover faster. You should check out nickel 225. We're probably at 1988 blow off 1990. Pattern compared to NASDAQ 100. I'm not much of a fractal trader, to be honest with you, because I don't think history really repeats itself in trading. Not nearly as much as you'd think. All right, guys, I am going to end the live stream there. I might live stream Friday. It just depends how nice the weather is. For all of that said, thank you for Coincatch for sponsoring the stream. If you sign up, you get 15% off fees for life. And as always, guys, be patient, use risk management, and good luck trading.